Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where we are once again atop our island on the Minecraft 2025 server. You can just barely, slightly, kinda see spawn from here. It's that little island there. And I had a successful deployment of the server yesterday, by which I mean I failed to log into it multiple times at my friend's house, ultimately determined my laptop, which I never play on, just didn't have enough RAM allocated to load the game in, and then had to do the space, and my friend couldn't log in either, but they had a bad session. Basically, we had to log them out of the AT launcher, which is what we're using, and log them back in, and it finally worked. But people are on, people are playing. I mean, not at this exact moment, it's just me, but They have logged on, and it all seems to be well. But we're back over here. We got our shaders off again today, because I don't want to overdo it and drive folks away, drive folks crazy with the incredible visuals. I know many of you are not accustomed to seeing the world through such eyes. Honestly, that's how I always see the world. I always see the beauty and majesty of the world like that. But that's just because my third eye was opened a long time ago. Ow. I deserved that. Today, we're going to be preparing our kit to travel into the distant west to a mountain that we know is there even though our map has been wiped and the chunks no longer exist, but they kind of do. We're re-exploring the map, basically. We know that there are large ice mountains in a thatwardly direction where we can collect blue ice to make a blue ice pathway in the nether to allow for very rapid transit. We've discussed that for a very long time, and today we're actually going to get the kit ready to go build an outpost there. So what do we need? Basically, we're going to be putting Silk Touch on a pickaxe, which is going to also have other benefits. For instance, if I want to create stone in the future, I don't have to cook cobblestone. I can just collect stone raw. I also had an idea. Maybe it's more beneficial to go mining with a Silk Touch, because then you get a stack of iron ore that you can bring back home and break again with your pickaxe that has fortune. And then that way, instead of carrying around 3 stacks of iron ores, or you just carrying around a single iron ore, right? Like, does that make sense to everyone? Am I wrong on that? Am I crazy on that? It was an idea that I had. And then also we're going to need some ender chests for, you know, we can put stuff in the ender chest here, and then at all of our outposts, we can have ender chests with all of those objects, and we can swap back and forth. It'll be very convenient. And I can't remember the last time I built a vanilla ender chest for any reason, to be quite honest with you. Now, I don't think I've got any ender pearls left over. Or I guess I should say I don't have any eyes of ender left over. We should have plenty of ender pearls. And those are all going to be over here in the monster drop. Even if we didn't, we can go buy them for relatively cheap. But each one of these requires just one. And I think this is pretty much the only use for these. I take it back, you can build an end crystal. There's 2 uses, and, you know, opening the portal and finding the portal and all of that. Well, I was going to make 4 of the things. I have no idea if you can stack them or not. I suppose we'll find that out. Obsidian obviously goes over here. It's going to be 32 to make 4 of them, right? 8, 16, yeah, 32. I can do basic math. I know my computer science. I know my bits and my bytes. I know my 1, 2, 4, 8... 16, 32. I know the deal. I know the drill. I can do that. I can do... Is it not... Oh, right. No, I've got to actually make the... It's not... I got to add the... I know things. I know a thing or two from here and there. I've been around the block a couple of times. I know what's up, all right? I don't need you to be out here sassing me right now. I know how to make things. Comment down below if I don't know how to make things. That would also be helpful, because sometimes I don't. And comments are useful, you know? We got comments back in February about why it would actually be silly, but way back in February, to create nether-specific armor, when it's just better to put protection on your armor. I ended up looking up a Reddit post here. I've got it open on the other screen that pretty much explains that there is a benefit to having blast protection, there is a benefit to having fire protection, but it's an extremely minute, minuscule benefit to the point where it's actually just kind of not really worth it. So we've got our ender chests here, and we're going to put one of those... I was going to put it up here, but I guess it would kind of make more sense for it to be down here, where, you know, we have all of our storage located, and we can kind of keep it stocked. What if we tucked it away in here? Would that make any sense at all? What did we end up doing there? If we stuck it right here, right? No, first off, we're going to have to doctor the whole place up a little bit, because it's a bit of a mess back there, but that's okay. There was one other object that I wanted to... Oh, you know what? I need to make leather boots. Really nice ones. Really good leather boots that we can use for walking around on snow, because it has been alleged to me, and I have little evidence of this, but I trust folks who leave the comments and whatnot. What has been alleged is that apparently, if you step on snow, you can potentially fall into it and then die a horrible, painful death. And again, we're just, taking people's word at face value here. We're going to find out whether or not that's true, but if you have leather boots, it can prevent that from happening. Apparently, if you fall into the snow, you just freeze to death if you don't dig your way out real fast. That's a weird mechanic. Again, I don't know the truth of it. Ender chest, though, we could store away certain objects, like the brush I don't need to be carrying around with me, the shears... I don't know why I have 2 different stacks of lanterns. The spy glass, I want to keep that one on me for the adventure. You know what? I've got more rockets upstairs. We keep the rockets in there. That makes sense to me, I think. Maybe our turtle helmet could also stay in there, in case wherever I'm at. Maybe I need to go fishing. Maybe I need some leads. No reason not to put all of them in there at that point. Maybe we need one of our bows. We have multiple, but maybe we need a flint and steel in there. I don't know. I mean, I wish you could have multiple ender chests. That still bothers me that you can't, and I feel like that is something that should be addressed. A double ender chest should exist. I don't know how that would work if you only place one down somewhere else. I'm just saying, do your job, Mojang. Fix the game. All right. This is the one that's got punch. This is the one that's got infinity. We'll put them both in there, because why not? And then also, I'm thinking... basic other amenities like some emergency food and whatnot. But let's see how this is going to look, right? We'll have all of this, and then we will also have a stack of poison arrows, right? Those are pretty cool. And then we'll have a stack of food. And in fact, if we want to get the good food, we haven't moved all the good food downstairs, because quite frankly, we don't have enough room for it in that chest. But the best food is steak. So we're going to move some steak down there. Stacks and stacks of steak that we can pull out anywhere in the world and just be ready to chomp. And maybe we find someone we need to buy and sell and trade with. We'll have a stack of emeralds in there, right? Maybe a merchant comes by. Did anyone else hear an Enderman? Oh, that's just the chest. That's odd. That's quirky. Don't know how I feel about it. What else can we put in there? Are there any useful potions maybe that we might need? I don't know if we need a potion of water breathing necessarily. Maybe a couple potions of instant health, because I made a lot of them and I don't know what else to do with them. We've never actually used them or needed them. That's good for now. That's good for now. All right, we have another pickaxe right here, a diamond pickaxe, but we also have one that's got efficiency and unbreaking. I would like to get efficiency 5 on it. And then we should already have a number of silk touches ready to go over here. So we got protection 4s. I know, I want to go ahead and remove the fire protection from this. I completely forgot about the Reddit post over here. No, I didn't. I think I mentioned there's some very minor benefits, which, I mean, again, when I'm mining in the nether using explosives, I might still go ahead and build a blast-resistant set of armor, because there is some benefit, but it's not much. And apparently protection gets you most of the way to good. Sharpness, knockback. It's not going to be in this chest. It's going to be in this chest. So this is the mismatch grab bag of assorted objects, where we should be able to locate one of the silk touches. I think we put a silk touch on a axe at some point, right? And I think that one's upstairs. We don't really need to worry about it. While I'm up here, though, did I find efficiencies? Did I imagine that? We got an efficiency 4 and a protection. There's another protection 4. Wait, hold on. Didn't we find another protection 4 a second ago? I'm confused. Protection 3 and loyalty 3. There's another efficiency 4. So we got 2 efficiency 4s. We got our Silk Touch. Maybe that was just the one that I saw. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. All right, we'll combine the 2 of these together to get efficiency 5. And then we might have to go downstairs. I think you do want to combine these 2 together, though. Get that to 6. And then we should be able to apply both of those to this pickaxe, which is going to cost 12. I think that's what we would want to do. We'll probably also want to go ahead and put mending on it, and we should have a mending, I'm pretty sure. Man, we should just go downstairs and buy more of these things, because it doesn't look like I actually... No, I've got a mending. What's that going to cost? Oh, that's only going to cost 2. Yeah, put that on there. Of course, now this is going to cost more. 13. We can go grind the levels. That'll be quick and easy. We also got to worry about the boots, though. We got to have the special boots. So what am I looking at in here? First off, you know what's ridiculous? We have so many different pairs of leather pants, and there's absolutely no reason for it. There's no justification for it. What if we instead had, like, a pair of leather pants? Okay, hold on. Let me try to figure out the best way to add all of these together, such that we get... It doesn't actually matter. We got a whole pair of leather pants now. Look how much space we're saving. We can do the same thing here. We don't need the two of these. We can combine them together, knit them together, like God knits you together in your mother's womb, and you get yourself a leather tunic. Am I the only one? Oh, I see leather boots right there. Never mind, I take it back. I think those are even the leather boots. Look at all these bows. Why are there so many? Why are there so many bows? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's no reason for it. Look at this. Look at it's almost a whole bow. I can go give that to one of my friends. You know, there you go. We also have another enchanted bow with power 4. Why? Probably got dropped by a monster at some point. There's more in here. We're not going to worry about that for right now. What we are going to do is we're going to go buy some more stuff. We're going to go buy some more enchants on the beach for these boots, as well as just pick up some assorted extra mendings and whatnot. And we should have books. Where do I keep the books these days? I actually don't know. Possibly in here? Yeah, 16 books. There we go. I'm going to go to sleep. I don't know when the last time I slept was, and I don't want to be attacked by... Well, it's almost sunrise, and honestly, sky demons aren't that big of a threat. They're not as scary as I thought they were. I think this is the first series where I've ever actively combated sky demons and realized that even on hard mode, man, it's just not that big a threat. Are you still mad at me? Oh, thank goodness. So he's done being mad at me for that time I accidentally slapped him across the face, which is good, because feather falling, is that the best form of feather falling? Let me get my little, let's see. Minecraft, enchanting, I'm typing it into the web search again, yet again to get in here. And let me see what all we can put on these leather boots. We'll probably want to put Protection 4 on there, right? And then, Frostwalker, it sounds fun, but we don't have it. We don't have access to it. Feather Falling 4, I'd have to get 2 Feather Falling 3s to get that. I don't even know if I knew at any point that Feather Falling 4 was a thing when I started. Obviously, we have it on here now. But when we started, I'm pretty sure I thought it just went... I thought most things were either 3 was the limit or 5 was the limit, and some things having 4 was news to me. So obviously, we want to have Mending, Unbreaking, and Thorns on these boots as well. And I think that'll pretty much do it. So we're going to need 36 levels! 36 for least XP. And if we want least prior work penalty, also 36. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. We want all of those things. We want thorns. It's actually going to cost more, because we're going to have to get 2 of the feather fallings, combine them together, and that's going to introduce a whole prior work penalty situation. I want to make sure we get all of our XP. I got a comment explaining why you would want fortune on some of these other objects, and I'm thinking, you know what? It kind of makes sense to go ahead and get fortune on all these. So we might come back here, and I mean, it's very expensive. It's 21 per book, and I didn't bring that much with me, which is the only reason we're not going to do it right now. I would like to go find a cheaper fortune villager, and then, I don't know, we'll go donate that one to the, we'll make my friends use that one, you know. We'll go put that, we'll go drop this off in the village nearest spawn, and donate, we'll donate him for use by other players. How about that? We'll grab that other efficiency, we can combine those together. And then Protection 3, this is the guy, this is the best we can get, right? We don't have anyone that sells Protection 4. I just went up and down the line. If we do, I didn't see them. Was I paying enough? I'm pretty sure we just buy Protection 3 and combine them together, is what we were doing. I don't even know if you can buy Protection 4 from any of these guys. Because I'm pretty sure that's also like the fire protection that one of these guys sells. It just goes up to 3. So I doubt if they even sell like the top end. Yeah, fire protection 3 there. 14, very expensive. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy 2 protections, and that'll be... I think that gets us all the way to good. I think we're ready to go. I think that's all the books we're going to need for what we're doing. Why did I hold on to this bow? I should have put it back away. Actually, while I'm down here, you know what? Because I oftentimes come down here and forget to bring books, I'm going to leave those 8 down here, and I'll just make more for use inside, because we do need more inside. And the next thing for me to do is going to be grinding up some levels, which is unfortunately not as easy as grinding up some... I don't even know. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing to offer or contribute. Nothing is coming to mind here. Do we have... Yeah, there's an anvil inside of here. Good, because we might break one here in a second. I've still not dug this out. It's still on my list of things I know I need to do. Oh, wait, I don't even need to be on this level. This is the level I need to be on. See, I need to dig that out so I can just get down here to the area where I do all of my XP farming. We're not going to go to the skeletons. It's too far down. And more than that, it is, goodness me, hold on. Darn it. Oh, that was almost smooth. We have so many bones and we have so many arrows, I don't need to farm skeletons anymore for the time being. We're just going to go down here to the zombies. So we're going to start by getting to 13 And once we have 13, we'll finish the enchants on the... Well, actually, we won't finish the enchants on the pickaxe. Because I did go ahead and get 2 of these efficiencies. What's it going to cost to put those together? If I'm going to combine... Shoot! I forgot to get the other efficiency from upstairs. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I already made efficiency 5. Well, what was I thinking? Why do my brain work like this? I am confusion. We should start adding things to the boots, though. Because some of those are much lower level. And are therefore quicker to farm, except not because I'm looking over at my tool in the other window. And the optimal solution by lowest prior work is going to be 12 levels to get the boots combined with the thorns. What am I doing? Don't do that. Goodness. Hold on. I'm coming, boys. Oh, man. It would be great if we could get some more bits of armor from this guy. That would be spectacular. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. I think we got very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Well, no. We got very, very looting 3 when we did get the chain helmet. I would like to have a full set of chain armor, though, and, like, max it out with the best enchants. Even though I know it's not going to be better than the netherite. Still, it'd be cool to have max enchant chainmail. It's one of our long-term goals. We need to have a long-term goal. You know, like we have the board upstairs for our monthly goals. We need that, but for long-term, like before the end of the year, I want to have a full set of enchanted chainmail gear. We either get it from monster drops, which, when you consider the thousands of zombies we must have killed by now, and the fact that we've only got 1 piece of kit, that just might never happen, that we get all of them. We might have to find them. I think they still spawn in, like, dungeon chests and things, if I'm not mistaken. Comment down below, let me know. But that might be our best bet. There are sunken ships. There's a bunch of sunken ships in the ocean that we've never explored. I think we should. I think a part of my brain still sort of associates them with, oh, I can get a couple of iron or some gold, which was, you know, a fantastic boon early on in the series, but not so much now. But still, I think there are some useful treasures out there. We might find more armor trims. I'd like to find more armor trims. I'd actually like to trim my armor. You know, I don't know how many trims there are. I need to look them up so I can decide, because I don't know if you can change them after the fact, and I want to make sure we get sort of the best armor trim we can. And I still don't know what I want to trim this armor with. I'm thinking probably the purple crystals, because they look cool, and I think it looks good with sort of the enchanted netherite. I think it's a sort of natural blend. I might see if I can just find pictures of all the different trims and all the different colors and sort of compare and see what it is I want to ultimately go with. But did I say it was 12 levels? It makes the most sense in my mind to go ahead and throw these in here along with thorns and get that knocked out at 12 levels. So there's our leather boots. Okay, the next one is going to be combining Feather Falling 4... Or Feather Falling 3. Oh, I should have bought... Yeah, no, I did get 2 Feather Fallings. Are you kidding me? It's going to cost 4 levels to combine the 2 of those together. Gosh darn it. Because it's only 3 levels to combine Feather Falling 4 with Unbreaking 3. Except our Feather Falling 4 book will have a prior work penalty. So it'll be more than 3 levels. I'm going to say probably 5. That's just my guess. We're level 5 now. See, this is why we're doing it like this. Because those early levels are so quick. So Feather Falling, that's a 4. And then it should be 3 levels to combine these 2 together, but it won't be. Because we've already, let's see, Unbreaking 3, where is it? I didn't get it! Why did I not get it? Ah! Unbreaking 3, there it is. Alright, my bad. I don't know how I neglected to grab that absolutely essential kit. Or how I managed to run past the floor that I need to go on, as I've had to do many times before. I have no idea. Ow. One of these days I'm going to get really good at this, and that's going to be the day that we finish the elevator, and I never have to do this anymore. I do appreciate that whenever I leave, there's always at least 1 zombie left. All the other ones despawn, but there's always 1 left in there. Okay. Unbreaking, Feather Falling 4, and Unbreaking 3, 4 levels. I was off. Well, if you put them in that order, I was correct. Alright, there we go. Feather Falling and Unbreaking. Again, at that point, everything is going to be slightly off, because the next one's going to be combining that with the boots for 9 levels, but it won't be 9 levels, because of that prior work penalty. It's going to be 11 levels. There's level 11, so now we can combine together. I had the thought that it might be awful if I accidentally come over here and just bam bam and then click the output, but I don't. That's a very different output. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I will do that. I hope that I won't do that. Feather Falling and Unbreaking 3 onto the leather boots. And the next one up is going to be combining together... Oh, it's only going to be 2 levels to combine together Protection 4 with Mending. Nope, it's going to be another one of those prior work penalty situations where all our numbers are going to get thrown off. Fantastic. At least it's quick. I'm not even going to cut that. You just watched it happen in real time. Protection 4, and then again, we've got to combine that with mending, which is supposed to cost 2 levels, but it's going to cost 3 or 5, depending on the order. One of these guys has thorns. How fun was that? In the literal work of seconds, we're ready to go now, combining together mending, and no, hold on, mending, and yep, there we go. And then finally, we are ready to add... Oh, that was a bit abrupt. We got to get something out of here in order to be able to actually reach the anvil. This thing is very poorly designed. Can't say I'm a big fan of it. We probably should put an anvil inside of the, Actually, why don't we have ender chests down here, too? Or an ender chest. I don't see any reason not to. One moment, guys. One moment. Because then we could keep, like, a stack of anvils in it. And actually, yeah, that's something we should have on it. You know what? That's something to discuss later. So things that we need on it everywhere are things that you want to keep in an ender chest, and they really need to, in the next update, sort out how to make the ender chest even more better than it currently is. That's going to cost me 16 levels to get Protection 5 and Mending. Should only cost 10, but we now have 2 stacked prior work penalties from having to add books together. This is such a weird and broken system that needs to be updated. It needs to be changed. They got to do something about it. You know what? It's a very inefficient way to get levels, but it is time to go grind some more of these arrows, these very special arrows, which does once again mean that we are risking death, because I've died doing this once already. Yep, here we go. Here we go. See, I think what happened to me before was it was a guy with an enchanted bow, and that's what did me in, because I remember I was keeping an eye on my health, and I was okay. Until I suddenly died, and I think it was a fella with an enchanted bow, just got off a lucky shot. Now, what did that bow have on it? No clue. No clue at all. What I do know is that when I came back down here to get him, he was wearing my armor. I wish I'd gotten all of this on camera, but he had on my armor. He had a full netherite armor. It was a pain. I had to jump down here and get my trident, and then just hide and like throw it back at him. It was such a pain. When they kill each other, like it's funny and all, but I don't get what I need from it. Alright, well that was a fun way to get to level 14, as well as to collect... What did we get out of that? We must have had more bones in our inventory. I don't know why we would have, though. Arrow? I think we just got all of this just now. It's a good little way to grind certain things. Very limited, though. Finally, at long last, boots! With the boots! With the boots! We're not gonna... That's... First off, we're gonna need an extra level to rename it, so... There we are. And then what are we actually going to call them? Frost Toes. Ugh, that sounds like the worst cereal in the store. What about just like Ice Kicks or something like that? Man, what if we just called them Snow Boots and sent it? There you go. There's the Snow Boots finished. And then finally this needs to have... Wait, hold on. Mending? Oh, right. That's the efficiency we don't need. And then that's this. That's going to add 13. You already have mending, though. Did I just buy an extra? Yeah, I guess I did. 13 levels. All right. Well, we're almost there. What if we go ahead and take one of these out, and we stick it right back here. And then while I wait on more zombies to spawn, I kind of pretty this up a little bit. Something like that there. I think that works. And we get access to everything inside of here. We can just leave a stack of anvils. Maybe not a stack of anvils, because we ain't got a stack of anvils, but you know what I'm getting at. 13, that's all we needed. That means we are done with the enchanting process. Unless we want to give it a name. Just call it Silky or something dumb like that. I like that. Something nice and simple. Something that conveys what it is just by looking at it. Because we don't really have that for the difference between our... Like, we got Ludog's Smite. That's our general sword. And then we just have the Netherite sword. And that's not... that's not great. Can you put... Does Fortune do anything? Can you... put Fortune and Silk Touch on a pickaxe at once? No, not both can be on there. Good, that makes sense. That wouldn't make any sense. I was trying to make sure I wasn't missing anything on here. We could do like a really meta name where we call it Monique, as in Monique Gabrielle, as in the star of Silk 2. A movie I've never seen, but I watched the Red Letter Media Best of the Worst episode about it. Is that too far down the rabbit hole? Yeah, I don't want to have to explain this to someone. You know what? We're gonna call it Silky. We're just gonna do something nice and simple, and then come back over here and grab a couple of extra levels. Or, like, level 7 is also fine. We'll grab that. Let's get out of here. We don't need to enchant anything else. I'm gonna bring whatever I can fit in my inventory back with me. I'm trying to think now. I'm pretty sure that's all we need. I can't think of anything else that would be required to set up an outpost, other than enough of the... Yeah, we know what? We probably want to build a portal over there, and eventually we can create a shortcut through the nether. We'll store all of this up here for now until we have time to go through and actually sell it. And then, in the meantime, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking this through. I think we should also put some obsidian inside of the ender chest. Enough to build a portal. Well, I mean, we've got 9. That's what we'll put in there. And then that way we can build the portal, even if we don't necessarily hook it up and make a fast travel point. But it's pretty far away, so being able to shortcut through the nether would be great. I have a splash potion of weakness, in case you were wondering, because I was trying to cure a zombie villager that I just found out and about in the wild. I think it might have been one of the zombie village, like one of our villagers over at the village, but he was just kind of wandering around near there, so I don't know if he actually came from there. And unfortunately, he burned to death before I had time to rescue him. So that's why I had that in there. And also, I'm thinking we might go ahead and might as well go ahead and make this a netherite pickaxe if it's going to become our primary pickaxe, which I kind of get the feeling that it is. Silky upgrade, blah blah blah. There we go. Silky is now fully upgraded, and to that matter, Silky is going to be our primary pickaxe now because I can think of no reason to carry around a Fortune one as opposed to a Silk Touch one. Especially when, if we collect things out in the wild, it's just better for inventory management to have it inside of here. Something that's always nice to have is going to be stone cutters, and we'll probably want a lot of those around the world. So what if we go ahead and create a bunch of stone cutters? Maybe not 21 of them, maybe that's a bit much, maybe 16. And just have those squirreled away inside of here for future use. And then I think we're ready to go and explore the frozen wilderness, which I guess we'll do next time. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!